What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ty here, back with another video. Today I'm talking about a subcompact versus a full-size pistol and which one you should choose if you had to choose. But before I get into that video, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button. If you like gun content, I will be pushing it out pretty frequently. I apologize, I haven't been pushing it out every week, but if you like gun content, hit that subscribe button. If you think today's video is somewhat helpful in any way, go ahead, hit that like button. It truly does help out the channel. It helps push out the message to everybody in the community. We know what's going on, so hit that like button. All right, so we have a subcompact. You guys have seen this before. This is my SIG Sauer P365, the original. And as you can see, it's clear, so we are good to go. There is nothing in here. All right. And we have my full-size pistol, the Glock 17. This one's clear as well, as you can see. So we have subcompact versus full-size. Let's compare them. First of all, we should probably define what a subcompact is and what a full-size pistol is. Typically speaking, a subcompact has a barrel anywhere from about 3 to 3.5 inches, whereas your full size, you have a barrel typically that's a little bit longer. Well, I would say not a little bit, but it's definitely longer. And this one's going to be around anywhere from about 4.5 inches or longer. So as far as size, you can definitely see that there's obviously a big difference in the subcompact versus your full size. This is pretty much, you can determine subcompact versus full size. You can definitely see the differences, obviously. As far as the ergonomics go, typically on a smaller pistol, so a subcompact, the ergonomics are not going to be obviously as nice depending on what type of hand you have. I have a bigger hand, so it's not going to be as comfortable. With the subcompact, the grip is kind of hard to hold without a magazine. As you can see, my hand is hanging off here. So with that magazine, and of course I'm rocking the 12 round magazine, the extension here. So it gives me a little bit and it doesn't hang off as much. I can still pretty good grip on this gun here. So it's not that bad. Whereas you have the full-size Glock 17 pistol here. With this one, it's going to be obviously a little different because the grip is going to fit still in my hand without a magazine on there, as you can see. So it's still going to be able to, I'll still be able to get a good handle on it and a good grip as far as ergonomics go. So that's how you can tell one of the differences. Either way, it's not going to fit the best if you're a larger person and you have, like myself, like I said, you have a bigger hand and it's just not going to fit the most comfortable. Likewise, the other way, if you have a smaller hand and you're gripping a larger pistol, it's going to be maybe some little discomfort, but either way, you can still get it, a good grip on it. Another thing that you can look at is typically most of the full-size pistols have a double stack. So it's how it stacks in the magazine, if you guys don't know. But typically they'll have a double stack, whereas in this case, you know, you'll have a single stack. Like the P365 or some other subcompacts, you'll have a single stack. So that's one thing that you can consider and you can look at. What's nice about the subcompact is typically you still maintain the small frame when you have a subcompact, but like myself, again, you can get this guy in a 12 round mag and you can even get this one in a 15 round mag. I'm not sure, might be a little discomfort. It all depends what your, kind of what your thing is. But I know for me, I like the 12 round mag. But again, back to the size of it, you still get to keep that micro compact or subcompact look of it, but you can still extend that capacity there. Who doesn't want more rounds, right? So mag size is definitely something to consider. So when you're still comparing them, obviously, we can see that there's two different sizes here, but also obviously weight. So going back to the subcompact, the P365 here, as I have my subcompact here, this guy's going to be definitely a lot more it's gonna be more snappier than this guy here. You're gonna be able to noticeably feel the recoil in this, and you know, it's just one of those things where if you're used to shooting smaller guns, you're gonna get used to it. But if you're a new shooter or something like that, you might not really like the experience with shooting this, because it's just, you can feel that recoil versus shooting this guy right here. So definitely keep that in mind, and that's something to consider as far as recoil goes, because that is a really big part of it if you're shooting, you know. But definitely think about it. Another thing to consider when you have these two and you compare them is definitely the price point. So most times you're going to be able to say, for instance, I did have like a Glock 43 here or something like that, and versus this bigger size Glock. Typically the smaller subcompact is going to have a little bit, you're going to have a little bit more leeway in the price, so it's going to be a little bit cheaper. Whereas if you have the big one, if you have the full size pistol, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. For that reason, I don't know, it's probably many, but just keep that in mind as well as far as the price point goes. And kind of back to shooting. So as far as accuracy goes, again, this is subject to the shooter. So if you just suck at shooting, you just suck at shooting. Keep that in mind. So typically with a full size pistol with a longer barrel, you're going to have increased accuracy. So, I mean, definitely think about that, because again, this one's going to be a little bit more snappy as far as recoil, but you're going to be a little bit more accurate if you have this guy here in your hand versus this guy. You'll be able to shoot a little bit longer distances as well. We talked about the price, we talked about the ergonomics, we talked about the accuracy on these guys. If you stayed this far into the video, let me go ahead and tell you what my favorite is. If I had to choose one, again, leave a comment down below. If you had to choose one, which one would it be? Would it be a subcompact or a full-size pistol? Now, if it was me, I would definitely choose a full-size pistol. I really do enjoy my P365, but I'm gonna have to go with, if I could just choose one, it would definitely be a full-size pistol. I think many of you can probably agree with that, but to each his own. It's all up to you. If you had to choose one, if you could just keep it and conceal it, this one's definitely going to be harder to conceal, whereas the P365 is built for that. But people do and can conceal this. Maybe if you're a bigger dude or something, you can probably get away with it. I don't carry this, but I'm sure I could if I really wanted to. I don't, but I would say if I had to choose one, it would definitely be a full-size pistol, and I chose it because of the accuracy advantage that you would definitely have. It fits better in my hand as far as ergonomics go, and it's just overall, I think, a good choice for especially if you're a new shooter. But all that aside, if you're a good shooter, you're a good shooter. So either way, it's just kind of whatever you want. That's all I have for you guys today, though. I just want to go over a couple things as far as subcompact versus the full-size pistol. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys would choose as far as if you had to choose one, like you had to choose one. I'm not saying have both and the best of both worlds. If you had to choose one and it came down to it to your life where you had to choose one, which one would it be? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have more videos for you coming soon. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I post another video. And let me know if you guys have any ideas. This your boy, Ty. Peace.